welcome to another episode of our RV mini-series. We are the Smiths, and currently we live in a 35-foot fifth wheel full-time with our two kids. They are 3 and 2. And today's episode, we are going to be talking all about our kitchen and everything that's in there. What's in the drawers, where do I keep all of my things, and basically just where I put everything. I think it's really cool to see how other people organize their kitchens, especially in such a small space. Okay, I'm gonna start just by showing you the basic layout of the kitchen and how it's set up here in our fifth wheel. Alright, so here is our kitchen, and it is a corner kitchen. I specifically picked this trailer because it had a corner kitchen. I didn't want an island because I felt like it took up too much floor space, and I just wanted the kitchen to just kind of be off to the side and not in anyone's way. Alright, we have the basic stovetop with the oven. This oven is a little bit larger, so I'll show you inside. So you can see down there is where the burner is. And here's my rack. I use these silicone mats to prevent burning. The flame on the bottom gets so hot that it will actually like burn the center of anything you're cooking, and I found that if I use those silicone mats that it really just minimizes the heat. But it's super big. This rack can go all the way to the bottom, so you really do like have a lot of space to cook things. And here is the stove. This little guy's awesome. This gives you a lot more space to put things on. It's great when you're cooking because you can put food on it, and it folds up like this. And our RV just has a 3 burner, 2 in the back and 1 in the front, and I found that's plenty. I honestly have never used all 3 at once. I don't even think you could, because I don't think your pots would even fit on it. You'd have to have some really small pots. I can barely get like 2 side to side, so we only use 2, and I've only ever used 2. I mean, we don't have a big family, so 2's been enough for us. And in the back here is this, it's like a grease shield. We are actually going to be taking that out and putting in a backsplash that goes all the way around. We've never needed it. Just wipe your walls if you splash grease. Okay, and then we have the hood and the microwave and our sink. Our sink's awesome. I wish it was just a big sink and didn't have the divider, but whatever. Okay, so I have a cupboard here. I have 2 here. I have 2 up here, and 1 here, and 2 above the fridge. We're gonna start with these 2. So in here is where I keep everything, utensils, spoons, measuring, everything. I have forks, spoons, knives, and this is where I'll keep random things. So in here I'll just have like medicine things to put. This is anything to stir with or to cook with, and this is where I keep my measuring spoons. Okay, on to the next drawer. So this drawer is for my kids. This has every kind of craft, any kind of coloring, markers. This is a big family book that we have, but it just has all our coloring. Keep this down low so that the kids can just get into it whenever they want. They just come over here, pull the drawer open, and grab anything that they want to do. It's an awesome drawer. When we first got here, I found that I wasn't really putting anything in it, so I just thought of a great place to put all of our crafts for the kids. Okay, below the sink is this cupboard, and this is nothing. This isn't even a cupboard. So in here is like, I just kind of find this like poor construction and I guess bad placement of things. So when you open it up, this used to have like a panel here, and it was really small. It was just like, it just had just a couple inches of things to put. So we took out the panel, and so that exposed all of the underneath things. So like that's our water heater, and there's the venting and the pipes. But it did give us a lot more room to put some of these extra things. So you're probably wondering why I have like giant size like cleaning supplies. That's because these came from when we were in a house, and I didn't want to just throw them out, so we're trying to use them up. They're like the Costco size. Once they're empty, I won't buy such a big size, so this is the best spot I could find for them. But the only thing I keep down here is some towels for the sink and some extra sponges, so that's the only thing that can really fit in there, but it is what it is. Okay, and right next to it we have this drawer right under the stove. And in here is where I just keep my flat pans and lids. And I have some cleaning for the oven, the lids, the oven mittens, some extra silicone mats. Not much is in there. I hate it when it's cluttered, so I try and be minimal about what I have in there. On to up here. This is really high. It's hard for me. So I'm gonna have to get a chair to even show you what's in there. I do appreciate that they used the height of the ceilings, but I mean, I'm not that short. I'm like 5'5", but I do struggle with this top one. So in here I have all of our plates and bowls and cups on this bottom drawer. One problem we do have is every time we travel, like, the cups fall and things move. I still haven't found a solution for that yet, and it's not a big deal. We just pick up the cups when we come back in after traveling. But I have, these are Corelle bowls and plates. And I think if I was to do it all over again, I probably would just get plastic, mostly because they're really heavy and I'm worried they're gonna break. But they do work really well and they've held up so good. And I like how closely they stack so that it's not like just this huge stack of plates and bowls. So I really do like that. On the top shelf, I keep my little storage containers, and then I have some paper plates. And then this is my Instapot. And so I just keep it up there. Because this is so high, I just try and put things that I don't grab every single day, and that has really been fine. In this cupboard is where I keep like my toaster, my blender, my knives, some kid cups, and yeah, that's about it. So I have my toaster and my blender things, and this is where I keep my go-to knives, and I just put them in here. On this side is where I keep like a line of kid cups, and up here is just, this has like sharp things, so sharp knives, scissors, anything I don't want the kids to touch. Obviously not the most organized, but it works. And finally up here is where I keep my pots and pans, and I only have 3, so not very many. And I have my big soup pot, my large skillet, and then I just have a small little pot. And then this is my strainer for straining anything. And then I also keep my little measuring bowl. Okay, so the last cupboard is above the fridge, and I actually have to stand on a stool to even get up here. But I have my bread bowls, so this is a dumpling maker. Nick would not leave the house without it. We used to make dumplings a lot, but we haven't since we've done the traveling. So there it sits. And I have an electric mixer right here. I have some nesting glass bowls, a pie pan, and then these are the lids for the nesting bowls. And those are just like mixing bowls. That is everything about my kitchen and where I keep everything. I'm still learning. We've only been doing this for about 3 months, but so far everything seems to be working really good. So I'm gonna save the pantry for another mini series because it needs one for itself because it's really large. It's a really big pantry, and that's a reason why we got this trailer. So I'll be making that soon, and you can keep an eye out for that. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little kitchen and my little trailer, and that's all for today.